special guest in the audience who's going to make an appearance, Miss Queen Franklin.
Miss Queen Franklin is definitely a jewel to our city.
Oh, thank
and
you.
we appreciate all the hard work and dedication you do. So what you got for us today, Miss Queen?
Well, I came to let you guys know about our upcoming TAP showcase. This will be our 6th one. It is a showcase of the women who have been in this class. We do a different class every year, so this is like their graduation.
Okay.
So we're doing that next Thursday, November the 2nd, at exclusively yours event hall on Northview.
That's right. You know, TAPS is a wonderful event. The things you do for self-image and self-worth and self-confidence, and instilling those things is beneficial. And when I see the sisters who have participated, and see you and everybody, it really changes how people see themselves.
Well, I thank you for that. It is really our intention to get women back to the mindset that we saw with our grandmothers, great-grandmothers, you know, where our whole aim is to build a woman to wholeness. So that includes mind, body, soul, and then reaching out to other sisters so that we can keep a pattern going. And then trickle down to the children and the men in our lives as well, because it is my belief that in order to restore ourselves, the women have to be restored.
That's right. The progress of a people will not go beyond the progress of the women.
Right.
Would you repeat that so that Donald Trump can hear you?
He know.
The progress of a people will not go beyond the progress of the women.
That's absolutely true.
Women are the first teachers of the child. Women, when a child looks into the mother's eyes, they get a sense of self-worth and value back.
Right.
Now, fathers play a great role. I'm a father, right? But I can't stress enough that the role of women, and it starts internal. It's called self-worth,
Right.
self-esteem. You must learn the tools of building that for yourself. You should be looking for other people to make you happy.
Right.
That's something that happens between you and God. And when you have self-worth, self-esteem, all things that, and if you learn that and don't fall in the trap of the way the society is going, looking for external validation.
Right.
You know, you're happy because I got 100 likes on a picture I posted today.
Oh God.
We don't need external validation for our own existence.
Yeah.
And that's what I see exuding from you every time I see you. And when you light that fire, that internal validation of yourself, then you can stand boldly in front of any type of opposition and be proud of who you are as a person and as an individual. So tell us a little bit more about the program. You know, if people want to participate and all that. Tell us about that.
Well, TAPS, as I stated, it's our 6th year. We started in 2012, and we are built on 4 main principles. Freedom, which is freedom of mind and consciousness. So we do a lot of work to help women understand ourselves culturally and understand what our heritage is, where we are and where we need to be, how we got here.
That's right.
So we do a lot of work with that. And then unity, because we know that we need to function as one in order to actually prevail. Restoration, which includes restoring ourselves, our families, and our communities. So we work hard to do that. And then finally, sisterhood. So those are our 4 main principles that we work towards, and we do seminars. We call them discussions, because I just don't like the idea of making people feel like they're about to get preached to, or you know, it's a discussion, because we all need to learn from each other. So we do a series at least once a month. We'll do a series. This year we focused on wellness. One of our other premier events, aside from the TAP Showcase, is the Hathor Honor Awards. And we honor women in the community who are not necessarily getting the shine. You know, I don't know if you guys know this, but in Jackson there's this idea of always recognizing the same people.
Right.
Well, there are other people in the trenches that's really doing work. So TAP seeks those women out so that we can recognize them. And so this year we focused on women who are giving their lives to wellness. And then we did seminars about wellness, and we did self-care, and we've been working on it this year. So at the TAP Showcase every year, we select a female ran organization that mirrors what we're doing, effort wise, that concentrates on what our theme was this year. So this year we are donating a portion of our proceeds to Pure Valley Foundation, which is an organization that actually does work with the mentally challenged people. So we wanted to kind of support that effort, support the sister behind it, and give her what she needs. Just give her a little bit of help with that, because, as a small business owner myself, I understand that sometimes you just can't do stuff because you don't have the funds.
That's right.
So it's not about what you can do or who you know. You just don't have the funds. And if you're just starting out, it's going to take your funds.
That's right.
So we're trying to do our part to support small businesses. Of course, we're very active with the Jackson Black Pages. So I serve on the steering committee for that. So it's in my blood to try to keep this thing going. So while we're helping the women find wholeness within themselves, then we're helping the community, helping our men, helping our children at the same token. And that's what we will celebrate at the showcase on next Thursday.
Next Thursday, give me the time, date, location one more time.
Okay. We're going to be at Exclusively Yours Event Hall. It's on Northview Drive. Y'all can hit me up for the direct address. I think it's 4085 Northview. And we have vendors I have a vendor this year all the way from Memphis. So we are growing, and it's really excited. I'm really excited about that. We have local area vendors. We have sponsors that are, some that have been with us since year one. So we're glad to have them back. But our VIP session starts at 6 o'clock. So if you're buying a VIP ticket and you want to come and do grown folk stuff in the VIP section, you need to be there at 6. It ends at 7. The show starts at 7. And then it will be prompt. We're not those people. Don't come in there at 8:15 talking about you want to see a show. It'll be over.
One of the most precious things we have is time.
Absolutely. And I cherish my time.
I cherish time, and it's very important. So that's truly near and dear to my heart.
People, it's a Thursday night. We want to be considerate of people, and their time and their kids. Got to get home. We are all women. We're over the age of 21. We are over the size of 12. We're women. We're mothers. We're wives. We're trying to make sure that we do things decently and in order, so you can get back to your family and get them together and ready for school tomorrow, work tomorrow, whatever you need to do.
When you talk about freedom, it starts in your mind.
Absolutely.
The Bible says a lot about freedom. The Son sets free is free indeed. And it's important that we start with it's in your mind. I'm like, we're free. A lot of times we carry the shackles of our oppression when we realize that we can just take it off ourselves. And it starts with women. The whole wilderness letter was designed in a large part teaching the woman how to start the children off in her life and how to treat people around her.
Right.
So if we're going to unravel that, it's going to take some reprogramming.
You're absolutely right.
And that's what I see when I've heard about the event before and talked to some different people who mentioned it about a year ago. That's why I talked about it. But that portion about freedom is so important. That's why I lit up when you said it was the first pillar, because it's so important in unraveling the things that we've been taught and ingrained and trained to do.
And not only that, but the trauma that a lot of us go through in childhood and teenage years and in relationships, bad marriages, See, we are expected to have that stuff together because we grown now. We got children. We're supposed to have it together. Well, if you haven't tackled your hurt, you can't heal.
That's right.
If you haven't assessed it, you don't know you're hurt. So that's what we do. We get deep into who you are so you can figure out who you want to be. First of all, because some people don't have a clue. 40, 50 years old don't know who they want to be or who they are. But that's because they don't know themselves. It's really important that you know who you are. And you are that person who went through that pain when your dad died or when you were abused or raped or something. You can't just push that stuff to the side.
That's right.
So we're building a sisterhood where if you can't talk to anybody else, you can come to one of your TAP sisters and we can talk to you, or you can come to all of us. There are plenty of times where we call sessions urgent sessions because we need to feed off of each other's energy, because we need to be taken from one place to another place, and that sisterhood gives us that. So I'm very proud of the work that we're doing. I'm very proud that we have women in our community who seek that growth. Because, you know, it's hard. It's really hard today because so much emphasis is put on what you look like and how you wear your hair, how many inches you got in your hair. You know, so much effort is put into that, and that means absolutely nothing. Because your beauty and what you bring to any given situation is going to come from what's within. So if you're not beautiful on the inside, no amount of makeup or inches is going to do anything to make you look better.
You're totally right. So,
Is there a number or contact information where people might get them?
You can email us at hathor601@aol.com. That's HATHOR at 601@aol.com. Or you can call 769-233-1936 for more information.
give that number. Give that information one more time.
The phone number is 769-233-1936. And the email address that you can use is hathor601@aol.com, HATHOR601@aol.com.
All right. So, and you have other activities going on too. I don't want you just to leave. You know, you got this one coming up, but y'all are involved in so many other things. Give us just a brief rundown.
Who is y'all?
Well, you. You.
Well, we are also
In
getting
the
ready
little group
to.
that you run with. Okay, I said
Yeah,
y'all,
okay.
But you are involved in so many other things.
Well, after this TAP showcase, we kind of back up and start, you know, breathing again, because it's a lot of stuff that you have to process at this point. All the stuff that we've been through, all of the seminars, all the work we've done. So now we just kind of back up for the next 2 months and start processing that information so we're ready to start the year off right. So TAPS is going to, you know, go on a little break after our showcase. And then I will begin to work with the brothers on the expo, the Jackson Black Pages Expo, which is coming up in the spring. We're having our first kickoff to expo season on November the 9th at the Kundi Compound. And we're very excited about that. If you are a black business owner, thinking about being a black business owner, like shopping with black business owners, you need to have your face in the place. Because we will also have vendor applications there that night. So you would want to be there so you can go ahead and get that done and know what you're working towards for next, you know, time. Don't wait on nobody.
Don't wait on anybody.
So we're working on, that will be the next thing that we put our emphasis into. But I definitely would like to invite people to come by the Kundi Compound and check us out. It's Kundi in Swahili means family or group.
That's right.
And that's basically what we are trying to build over there. We're trying to be the village, to at least offer a space for the village to be.
So I'm glad you brought the Kundi Compound, because this is where I was going.
Yeah.
And if you haven't gone by there, go by, take a look. It mirrors. I'm going to bring you by our office on Raymond Road, because we're doing a lot of the same things.
Awesome. Yeah.
You know, so, but give us a rundown about the Kundi Compound and what the vision is and where you are in the fulfillment of that vision.
Okay. Well, what we wanted to do initially was be a resource of sorts for Black businesses to be able to have a place that they can come and hold events. 6 years of doing the TAPS work, finding a venue was always an issue.
That's right.
Because it was either too big for my intimate gatherings. You know, it's very important that people feel comfortable to me. So some of the spaces that were too big or just cost too much, couldn't afford it. So we wanted to eliminate that being an issue for small businesses. If you are doing work, or if you're not a traditional business and you just don't have space to practice your craft or hold a staff meeting, because you know some people do businesses where everybody work out of their homes, or
That's right.
and they need to get together and have a space, or if you want to come and have an actual event, you know. So we wanted to eliminate that being a problem for small businesses. If you can't get an event done, it won't be because you couldn't afford it or you didn't have a space, if that makes sense.
It makes perfect sense.
And then we also wanted to build an anchor team of businesses so that they could run their business there and actually build a bridge, sort of, so that an individual who walks into our doors, and if they happen to go to each one of our offices, all the anchor offices, they'd walk out of there with everything they need for their business and for even personal development. So we have a reproductive justice office in there. We have a media group, marketing, Hourglass Media Group is there, of course. Hathor is there. We-Based Management Services is there. That's a training system where they train professionals and on business, stress, doing emails. They train on all types of stuff. So, and we're very excited about that. There's really a family going on over there. We're trying to reach out to the community so that Midtown knows we're there.
I think we got a caller. Let's kiss this caller. Hello, caller. Welcome to the Man Cave edition of Women for Progress Radio. What's your question or comment?
How y'all doing, please?
Hey, sir.
I like what I'm hearing. Did I get the contact person and phone number, please?
Okay.
Sure.
For the Kundi compound?
For the Kundi compound, the number is 601-345-8680.
One more time, sister.
601-345-8680.
And who am I speaking with, please?
This is Queen Franklin.
Okay.
And we're available by appointment, but our offices are open every day from 10 to 2.
Give us the address of Kundi compound, sir.
The address is 256 East Fortification Street in Midtown.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for calling.
And one of the things when it comes to, we talk a lot about building a black business infrastructure,
Right.
and in order to sustain ourselves, because without an economy, it doesn't work. So some of those lower level things are what businesses need.
Right.
You know, when I see Kundi compound, I see, you know, like a UPS store, but with services and support. You know, because you need a place to do that basic stuff.
Absolutely.
To run your business, but also you need the support pieces. Okay, this is how you set up your bank accounts. This is how you set your PayPal up. This is how you set these different financial things up. Here's a little mentoring of how to function.
Right.
Know. So of course we need brick and mortar type things, but also we just need little mentoring. And I want to encourage all of our seasoned business owners in town to reach down and mentor somebody. We need more intergenerational dialogue when it comes to business in the city of Jackson and all across the community.
Yeah.
We need more intergenerational dialogue. We need dialogue between older business owners and young entrepreneurs, because we cannot drop the ball in transferring from one generation to the next.
Right.
We must encourage and create safe places and spaces to have that intergenerational dialogue, so that we can be successful going forward, so that we can employ our own people, service our own folks, and produce what we consume.
And you know, I don't know if it's well known or not by seasoned individuals, but I have learned that the young, fresh mind is a vessel
That's right.
that is just not being utilized. Yeah, they may not have the experience at that point, but their ideas are fresh. Their ambition is there. So that's another thing that we concentrate on at the Kundi compound, is giving young people an avenue to test the water, sort of.
That's right.
You know, just come in, sit with me for a day, and see what happens when I'm sitting in here taking calls or talking to another young woman, having a consultation about a situation with her, as long as she's comfortable with somebody else being in there.
Right.
See what that is like. See how I bring my whole existence into this conversation.
That's right.
And the reason why my whole journey has led to this moment. You know, and come sit with my husband, Brad Franklin, and talk with him, or sit in on one of his consultations with a music artist. Or, you know, because we want those ideas. We want to stay fresh and relevant, just like they want to get the experience. So it's a double-headed sword. Like, it can benefit both of us at the same time. And I know that seasoned people tend to feel like they're not giving up their spot for this young whippersnapper. but if you think about it, preparing them for the future, this is what we're supposed to do. Somebody gave up a spot for you.
That's right.
So we're supposed to prepare them so that the next generation can thrive.
You know, one thing that I've identified is there is a opportunity right now for seasoned business owners to diversify your portfolio and invest in young entrepreneurs.
Right.
And, you know, you can take a small amount of money and own, you know, 10 to 30% of several different businesses.
Yeah.
And if you have real business sense, that opportunity is right before our eyes. You can take your Rolodex and some of the resources that you've garnered over the years and sit down with a few entrepreneurs and basically have your own internal Shark Tank right inside the city of Jackson and produce other businesses and really create something special. We should, I'm a firm believer that everything that we want to achieve can be achieved by the people right around us. Stop waiting for folks, because there are folks right now that are investing in the city of Jackson from all over the world. They're sending their money and they're investing in different types of businesses, and our economic is being exported so we can do these types of investments as well. Let's get this caller. Hello, caller. Welcome to the Man Cave edition of Women for Progress Radio. What's your question or comment?
Yeah, this deal that was cut with JTS and the governor's office, it does absolutely nothing to change the status quo of Jackson Public Schools. For those who wanted Jackson Public Schools to stay under local control, they got that. So they got that. But it does not address the needs of the children of Jackson Public Schools in terms of academic achievement. They want to put a commission in place to bring in partners, 5 appointed by the mayor, 5 by the Kellogg Foundation, and 5 by the governor. A commission to do what? MDE has already done the work. Our kids are not achieving academically, and this deal, and if this thing, before you see any proof from this deal, it'll be 3-4 years down the road, if then, and not then. But it's just a status quo. It's a sad day for our children. I think the grown folks in the room won today, but our children lost. That's my comment.
Thank you. We're going to shift in just a second. Before you leave, give the contact information one more time about the Kundi compound and just explain one more time just in case folks are just tuned in. If you just tuned in, you listen to the Man Cave edition of Women for Progress Radio on 90.1 FM, and we're discussing the Kundi compound and some of the activities that are involved in it.
Okay. The compound is on 256 East Fortification Street, right in Midtown. We are there between 10 and 2 or by appointment every day. You can contact us at 601-345-8680. And we are actually getting ready for the Thick and Proud Sisters Taps Showcase, which is coming up next Thursday.
You catch this call. Hello, caller. Welcome to the Man Cave edition of Moving for Progress Radio. What's your question or comment?
My Dekeither Stamps that we might cut in everyone. The young lady is doing wonderful work, and we'd like to partner with her and invite her over to 911 5 hours, where we be doing our training each Friday. We'd like for her to come over and speak to our candidates over there. And I would like to say that tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. we will be doing our regular training. And this week has been beginning to bear us fruit. We are able to employ people with the partners that we developed around City of Jackson. And we are entertaining Councilman Stamps where if we have people out there that have been trying to gain employment, we ask that they come out and participate in this training. You got a host of companies that's looking for people, and the sad issue is our people are just not trained and ready to go out into the workforce. And this week, been able to get some of the people that's been coming to our training employed. We're going through orientation next week, but the rest of this week is doing. I would like to share with her, we have a program that's dealing with re-entry, where people are coming back out of prison into the community. That population of people also deserve to be invested into. That's what we're doing. Thank you for your support, Councilman Stamps.
Thank you a lot, Mr. Jones, and thank you so much, Mr. Jones. We appreciate your time. Okay. So, again, thanks for all you do, and keep up the good work. Anything we can do in Room for Progress, we're willing to help you out and do it.
Okay, thank y'all so much. I didn't realize, I forgot that it was the Man Cave today. So I'm glad to be in the Man Cave. And just so I can leave with this on your mind, the TAPS Showcase is next Thursday at the Exclusively Yours event hall. It's on Northview Street. I think the address is 4085 Northview, over by Meadowbrook in North Jackson. We still have a small amount of VIP tickets available, and we do have general admission tickets available. If you're interested, please do give us a call or come by the Coondy Compound and pick up your tickets. If you need more information, you can call 769-233-1936. This is the Queen, and I'm out.
Okay. Thanks a lot, and we appreciate your time.
Thank you.
We've just been joined.